welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Something Sunday. It's again Percy Reacts. Last week we did episode 2. This time we have episode 3 of this van build.
Under construction, and this is part 3 of the van build.
In the previous episode, you saw us take on a huge step forward with the electrics. We ran all the cables through the van, set up foundations for our power system, and built the frame for what's going to be our showpiece electrical wall.
And in today's episode, we've got some big visual changes coming up.
We're going to be installing windows and an insanely clever bed system that's going to completely transform the space.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Build your brand, connect with your audience, and sell anything on your terms. Make it happen with Squarespace.
I'm kind of considering doing what Colin Furs has done with his tunnel dirt, giving away some of my van shavings. Let me show you where we're at right now. Got our beautiful floor installed. It took me and Ollie about 2 hours to lay down, and it was quite a simple process. Lay it down, cut around some of the edges, and then stick it down with some grade adhesive. He's also run through a burst fix of electricals, stuff like these blue wires. Wherever you see blue wires, they're apparently 240 volts, so that means I'm gonna have like actual sockets here in the van. And like I said, today we've got some big changes coming up. We're gonna have windows installed, and then the following day we're gonna have a bed. So right here, I won't be able to walk through this space anymore. We're gonna have a bed here, but not just a bed. It's gonna be something that also doubles up as seating. This is Ronnie. He's Lee's dog. Hello, Ronnie. Over at Ollie's, there's a farm dog called Pepper. So I'm friends with Pepper, Ronnie. Got so many friends. Today I'm at Combe Valley Campers, and they're going to be doing the install of all of the stuff I've just mentioned for me. And this is their showroom, so let's have a look. And this is what we're installing into my van. This is called a rib bed. Essentially, it's a seat, so they come with seat belts. I am now going to be able to carry more passengers, more friends. Yay! All of my friends.
A lot of empty seats come then.
That's rude. So not only do you have your very spacious, comfortable free seats. That's 150 centimeters wide. You can get more narrow ones if you're planning to put like furniture on the side, but I went wall to wall because I think it's gonna be nice if we have a very wide bed. When you want the bed, you just simply fold this out to go like so. Then you pull on this bar and that goes down. Okay. And then this back seat, put a mattress top on that, and then you've got a bed. It's not over yet though. Check this out. You know, the van doors at the back, open them up, beautiful view. Put this up like so, and you can enjoy the view that way. Oh, wow. That is incredible. I think once I saw this feature, like it's got like a 3-in-1 type of feature, I was instantly sold on this.
And it's made even better by the fact that I'm working alongside Lee, the owner of Combe Valley Campers.
Amazing place.
Really nice.
No worries at all.
Scenic futures.
Yeah, based down in Hellingley in East Sussex. We've been down here like 10 years now. Apart from converting vans, selling parts for converting vans, we also do a YouTube thing.
I know, I've binged on all your videos.
Now, he's actually got his own YouTube channel full of really solid van build tutorials, so having his expertise on this project honestly feels pretty special.
You're with a bunch of people who have all got fizzy heads that like to come up with ideas and come up with solutions. Everyone here has either built a van, building their van, helped us build a van. Okay. So yeah, there's lots of experience here. There's lots of people with clever minds and lots of skills. Over the next couple of days, isn't it? We've got 4 windows to fit within your van. And we've gone for all the side windows, right? Yeah. So the sliding door, we've got an opening window. Opposite the sliding door, we've got an opening window. And then in the rear quarters, you've got a window each there as well. Yeah. And then we've got all those laid out in front of us. The glass all matching all the way through, so it's the same tint. So, just as a bit of visualization.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Oh, wow, yeah, that looks really cool.
Straight away.
I love that. Let me step back a bit, admire from a distance. Yes, that is. Oh my gosh.
Makes a huge difference.
The other one will be to the edge as well.
Right up to it. Yeah.
So I'm going to have like a whole
black section.
That's really slick.
And what a lot of people do, they sort of follow that on with some vinyl in some cases. So they follow that line through. Yeah. So it's one whole black section.
That's great to know because my idea was to get a panel wrap. And I'm thinking of what designs and themes I'm going for. I think I want to go for like a NASA space traveler / interstellar / Back to the Future.
I like it.
Cutting windows into a van is one of those jobs that's way too risky to get wrong. You literally get one shot at it, so there's no way that I was taking that gamble on my own. But I was still keen to get involved and learn how it's done properly.
Make sure you wear your eye and ear protection.
First up, we cut the van to protect the paintwork from the metal shards. Now, the actual cutting process was surprisingly straightforward.
So I'll mark a line line there with a Sharpie and a ruler, just so I've got a nice reference point. That bit gets cut out.
Because these windows are made specifically for my van model, the panels already have natural recesses pressed into the metal, so you can clearly see where the window needs to go.
You made that look very easy.
So yeah, strips are out, cut them out. The next stage is creating a hole in the panel to get your tool through. This is a battery-powered Milwaukee nibbler, and that's what we're going to use to cut that hole out of skin.
I've never seen a tool like that.
It's like a hole punch that you'd punch out paper holes with, but it's punching out metal. So it's a sharp tool, gets the metal under tension, and then punches lots of little semicircles out, like moon credible shape. So say this is the line we're cutting. Our hole punch is a circle, and as you move it left or right, it will just punch out the next bit, the next bit, the next bit. Jigsaws can be used, hole saws can be used, nibblers, there's also metal shears. There's, like I say, there's lots of many ways to do it. It just depends what's easiest for you.
I didn't know. I'm not handy at all. I have 2 left hands.
So to get this tool through the metalwork, you need to make a hole. In this case, we use a hole saw. It doesn't matter what size, just as long as your tool can get through it. I want to get this hole as close to one of these curved corners as possible. So in order to do that, I'm going to hold it backwards against the panel, and then I'm just going to mark the center. So that's going to be my hole that I'm going to be putting my pilot hole in first. So I'm going to use this drill bit, punch a big hole in it, and then I can use the nibbler to cut the rest of the frame out.
Okay.
So now we can take
how does that look?
And this does get noisy.
Now, it's a bit nerve-wracking cutting into your van for the first time, but just like with this build, having the right tools makes all the difference. And that's why I use Squarespace to run my studio website. It keeps everything organized and easy to manage while I focus on projects like this. Squarespace is a website building platform, so whether you need to build yourself a portfolio or way to take bookings or even sell product, their tools and templates make it super easy to create professional looking websites in minutes. I actually use Squarespace to run my own business, Icon Studios. It's a production space I provide for film and video creators, and on my site, clients can explore the studio, check availability, and book directly through the calendar system. All my payments are handled automatically by Squarespace, so I don't even need to worry about invoices or any other admin. Building the site itself was really straightforward thanks to their Fluid Engine editor. It's all drag and drop, and the end result looked professional without me having to learn a single line of code. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link in my description. You can get a 14-day free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use my discount code Constantine to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.
Wow.
Hello world. That is an incredible bit of kit. You warned us about the loudness, but it wasn't that loud.
No, it wasn't too bad. Obviously, in a boomy vehicle, it can be quite loud. I haven't used this tool in ages, so where I was getting stuck and hung up is where I was getting too close to that inner edge. But now what we can use, now we've got that aperture made, we can come back in with a grinder with what's called a flat disc and just tidy up those edges.
Lovely. Whoa, what are you getting rid of? What's that?
So that's all the cuttings from the nibbler. Very tiny nail clippings. So yes, it doesn't cut the metal.
It just punctures loads of holes in them.
Yeah, chomps at it. So for one window, that's what you get out of one window's worth of cut. And it's not a big window either. Those rear quarter windows are quite small.
I'm kind of considering doing what Colin Furze has done with his tunnel dirt and giving away some of my van shavings. Okay, so I've just seen expert Lee cut this out. And I think I can have a crack at it myself. So I'm gonna begin with marking up this panel support at the back. And then once I've put a line through it, that's like my cutting line, I'm gonna get a grinder, cut through it, take it out, make a pilot hole, then make a bigger hole, then get the nibbler, nibble around, window cut, and then grind away at the sharp edges. It sounds easy. It sounds easy. This is a scary concept to me.
Yeah, it sounds easy, but most of the time
it makes me feel like I can, you know, get one panel done at least. This Sharpie has seen better days, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's made the line. That's good enough, right?
Just a reference point, that's all you need, yeah.
Cool. There you go. Reference point there. So this will now cut with a grinder. Here's one we prepared earlier.
So you need to find a place on the window, anywhere, probably just down in that corner.
So I saw you do it in a corner.
Yeah, flip it round.
Flip it round.
There you go. So now you've got that reference point.
And now we can make a...
Perfect. And then...
Now we make our pilot hole.
That's it.
Whoa.
That's all you need.
Hey! Okay. That wasn't as intimidating as I thought it'd be. That was actually very fun. Well, hey! And that is another window cut. Just like that, got another hole. So how many subscribers are you on now?
We are at 95.
So you're very close to that 100K.
Very close to the 100K.
Okay. This definitely isn't going to help. But guys, whatever we can do, let's push a big subwave to the channel. Let's see if we can get Coombe Valley Campers.
Okay, let's. If the video ends, let's see how much
Thank you very much.
subscribers he has now.
A big milestone.
Yeah, so we are currently, as this video is being filmed, 94,568.
Regardless, you should check out the channel anyway, especially if you're trying to get into camper van conversions, because there's a lot of real good knowledge on that channel.
We then move straight onto the next two windows, and I'm going to save you the repetition here. We'll just fast forward through those. And once all the cuts were made, we used a metal primer to seal the freshly cut edges. This protects the exposed steel from rust and keeps everything watertight long term. Definitely not a step you want to skip. After that, a rubber edge trim was fitted all around the cutouts. And this helps to protect the glass from vibrations and gives a clean factory finished look.
Yeah. Look how neat it is now around the edges over here. He did tell me not to worry about it, and like all of these bits, he said he's going to carpet later. But yeah, I'm well happy with that. That is such a good job.
Then came the final step, applying the adhesive. The guys used a special automotive bonding glue. They ran a bead around the frame and simply pressed the windows into position. It's a surprisingly quick process, but once they're in, they're not coming out anytime soon.
Looks good.
That has been a very productive day one. We've got
day
windows installed. Now I'm getting a lift to the hotel. Been a long day, innit? It has. But I've got windows. We'll get your bed in tomorrow. Yes. This is the bed, so we'll unpack that in the morning.
Okay.
We're in a hotel room. Listen to the accent of this lady. Grand floor. There was 40,000 people here. Now it's a ghost town. Yeah, it sounds like Pete and Bass.
Oh wow, looks good.
If I was by myself, I would have probably ordered a pizza to the hotel room.
I did that for them.
And I would have just like chilled out.
I also did that for them.
But yeah, we're in this Vietnamese place. Got some pho. Pho. I absolutely love pho. Look at this sunrise we've got.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Oh yeah. Beautiful Eastbourne.
Oh, wow.
This has not seen a feather duster in decades.
It looks gross.
It's day 2, and we can finally do the reveal. Decent night's sleep. Not together. No, we had a decent night's sleep. Married men. This satisfying bit, the peel. I'm going to leave you to it. It's all of your part. This is how we do it. Look at this. Look. Oh, that's not very satisfying. Hang on.
It looks good. I do understand to get the entire black side.
Windows are in. They look very, very slick. I love it. Oh my gosh, what a transformation already. We are now going to be fitting in the rib seats, which will also be my bed. There you go. This is my bed. As Drake once said, I only love my bed and my mama. We can literally now pick this up from here together and pop it straight in the back of the van.
Okay.
So this is not exact final position. We've got to sort of do some definite measurements left to right, front to back, so we get it completely square in the van. At this point, if you chose to, we might even be able to move it more towards one side than the other. Up to you.
And once the van was lifted, we finally got a look at what was really hiding underneath. And honestly, I was bracing for the worst. But for a van that's done 170,000 miles, it was surprisingly clean. The chassis and components were in great condition. So with that reassurance, the rib bed was bolted straight into the frame at multiple points. It's a simple install on paper, but definitely a two-person job, one holding the bolts from below, whilst the other tightens inside the van.
Oh yeah.
Now the bed's in, we can sort of see which direction, or we can come up with options, because effectively you have a blank canvas. So if you've got our van here, this being the front seats, and in here is your bed currently where it's sitting, slightly closer to this edge right now. We could get you a slim unit down this edge, and then peek out here, which is where your fridge is going to sit in this area.
I'm going to change this from a double to a single swivel, which will give us some more space here.
Yeah, bit of walk through.
In the middle.
All right, and then now thinking of the top of the van, and this is all going to get a bit 3D now, but if this is your van here and you've got a high top, so you can extend it a bit, you've got window, window, and then you've got the line at which your high roof starts, right up here. So what we could do potentially is create out of wood a line of lockers out here that have all got opening doors on them that you sort of lift up in this manner, so all of the doors would come out like so they'd lift up and then you could still access them. But what we could also do is have that box, so across the back of the van now you've got a series of lockers, or 2 let's say, and then you can lift up those doors. So you've got top lockers across one side, top lockers across the back, which will give you your extra storage. There'll be a nice slim worktop all the way along.
Wow, he is good in 3D drawing,
and then
mate.
your fridge, rather than opening towards inside the van, your fridge could be at the front there. You could still get potentially a hob and a sink in there.
Yeah.
Knowing that your bed's going to be coming across at this level all the way. What you could utilise is either lift up doors in the top of that worktop, so you lift it up and there's a cavity inside that you store your stuff in, or alternatively, you could put doors in the front and maybe drop down or open sideways so you can still access all of those things.
That's better, I think.
When you're in bed. Maybe if you want to still show off your electrics, you could still do it in this section here with some cutouts so you can show all the electrics in here.
Wow, that's a lot of information in one drawing, mate.
Got windows and a bed. Well, right now, these are seats. I can officially carry extra passengers at the back. I can carry 3 people. Now, like I said at the start of the video, you can go for a 2-seater, but I really wanted to benefit from all this large amount of space.
I understand
and I went for the 3-seater, which is 150 centimeters. It's kind of leaving us a little gap over here on this side. So in the future, we're gonna build out some units, like an L-shaped unit, that'll come out here and I'll have like a little bit of a storage space up here. I am also going to be working with Coombe Valley Campers further to build some cabinet units up my legs. They don't quite touch the ground. But yes, these aren't just seats. This folds out to be a bed. This thing comes down. You've got to pull the bar, and then the one at the back, you could either have it up or down already. So I'm 6'1", and I could comfortably lay here. And like I said, I'll be traveling with my wife, Kirsty, a lot of the time. And this is plenty of space for both of us. Even if we've had an argument the night before, there's plenty of room to keep us apart a little bit. But another fantastic
that
thing
is good.
is the
You
fact
have plenty of
if I want
space
this
to
to
sleep.
become a bit more of like a sofa, and then I could just pull this back unit up, and essentially I've got myself a comfy little sofa here. So imagine in the future, movie nights, big cozy blanket, projector or a telly, movie night. What does every movie night need, apart from popcorn and stuff like that? A good sound system. So I'm also going to be working on installing a very nice customized sound system in here. You know, we're going to go for a top tier amp, surround sound. That's like sort of my dream. Imagine watching like something like Interstellar or Back to the Future, and then you've got some really good surround sound with like deep bass. I'm here for that. All right, and the third layout option, imagine this. I pull up to a beautiful scenic location, swing these doors out, and then I can make a couch-like formation looking out that way. Cup of tea in hand, beautiful views. Yeah, this is super exciting, and I'm actually very glad I went for the 4 windows. There's so much light coming into this space.
That's true.
It's making the whole interior look even bigger. And with my choice of going for the lighter color fabrics as well, that's sort of enhancing that feel. Once this does become the 3 seats, not only will I have storage down there, but there's also a level of storage I can have here. And then whenever I have items that are a little bit higher, I can always raise this up. But ideally what I'm gonna have is possibly like 3 different sections over here, and they'll be boarded off there and I can pull them out.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the idea I have for storage there, and also a very slim upper storage unit over here as well. So that's a wrap on episode 3. We've upgraded the van by installing a bed and some windows. What other upgrades are we doing next? I guess you'll find out in part 4. Do let me know if you think it's a good idea for me to share my...
That is gross. That is gross. Okay, but we ended there. It starts to look like a proper van that you could spend some proper time in. Is it small for the rest? Besides the bed, you have a big bed. That's true. But if you go out and you already are out and it starts raining, you don't have that much space, let alone personal space, when you travel with someone. So I'm really curious how the rest will look. So far, it's looking good. Really clean, really clean. So yeah, that was it. Leave a like if you did like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.